Like most Americans that saw that video back in August, like most Americans, I was very troubled. I was emotionally troubled. As a person, that really bothered me. From a human standpoint, it just cut away in ways that most of us really understand. That was very difficult to watch. As a police professional, when I looked at that, I had problems. The first thing that came to my mind as Mr. Blake is rounding the corner in front of that vehicle is, why didn't the officers just grab him? Why didn't they just grab a hold of this guy and take him down? Why did they allow for him to get to that side of the car and then shoot him in the back? That's how I felt. And those were my feelings that I had. The other feelings and emotions that came from this was this. You had a mother, and I'm a father. You had a grandmother, you had a mother that you could see on television was in a lot of pain in terms of what happened to her son. You had a father that was angry, which I understood. I understood that time and that date, the anger and the feelings. Having led a police organization for 10 years, I knew that the officers and their families were also going through anguish. Overtones of a domestic violence situation led me to believe that these things are still real in the society. So that's how I came to this. These are the emotions, these are the thoughts that I came to this.
What is your message to members of the Black and Brown community? They see you there, they saw you as someone working closely with the case, and most likely put their trust in you.
My message is this. This was a difficult case. It was a difficult case when I was asked to get involved in this. It was hard for me to get involved in this for a variety of reasons. One, because of my work and my profession. One, because being born and raised in the state of Wisconsin, living here and dealing with many of the issues that Black and brown people deal with, dealing with this on a national level, going into cities like San Francisco, Memphis, when all of these high-profile, Cleveland, when all these high-profile incidents have come up. I would like once to be able to provide some perspective in one of these incidents to say that this works. The criminal justice system works. It works for you. It works for everyone. But our ultimate obligation is truth. My ultimate obligation in looking at this was to look at the facts and to determine those facts and to share the facts. The reason why I got involved in this is that I wanted to be an outside person that looked at this. And there were decisions that were made by a number of people. We focus on the decisions that were made by the officers, which we should. They are the guardians of democracy. They are the ones there that should take the lead and do the right thing. They're trained. But there are also decisions that are made by people that are involved in this. There are decisions by the person that called. There are decisions by Mr. Blake. And some of these decisions place us in jeopardy. I listened to Mr. Blake during those audio conversations. I felt bad as a father, a man with so much promise, and this happened to him. Seems like a bright man. I looked at the eyes of those eyes of the child that sat in the back seat of that car and wondered how that was going to impact that child and wondered what the future was going to be. The criminal justice system is a difficult system. It is hard, it is harsh, it is difficult. It has the history of racism on top of racism, and we are trying to work through this. But we cannot work through this by just trying to find a decision that is comfortable with people. We've got to find the right decision. It's got to be grounded in truth. It's got to be grounded in facts. That's the obligation that I was given when they told me to look at this. 30 years that I have struggled with this. It has been a stressful endeavor to be involved in policing for 37 years and to be an African American male. And I feel it in the worst way. That's why this is so difficult, but I was not going to step back from it.